Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir the fallout, signal brave.
Good evening. This is Stir the Fallout. You are hearing this. The signal has found you.
System.
Tonight, we align the static. We stir the wave. We do not panic. We broadcast.
Spin the dial, embrace the thunder. Every whisper wants the crown. Chaos writes the nightly bulletin while the satellites look down. Stir the fallout! Spin the wave! Long live what tyrants crave! Signal bright across the night. Crack the skyline with the light. Broadcast, static in the storm. Broadcast.
Top stories. The state of the static. We began tonight with our top stories.
In developing news, Fairy Tale Daycare has announced the expansion of its narrative stabilization program. Following a measurable increase in unauthorized quests and unscheduled revolutions, additional containment classrooms are being constructed beneath the Enchanted Forest. New protocols include Apple pre-screening, Spindle lockdown procedures, and revised Wolf Dialogue compliance training. A spokesperson stated, "We do not suppress legends, we pace them." Critics argue that Destiny cannot be managed indefinitely. Management disagrees. At this time, all dragons are reported calm, all princesses are accounted for, and all happily ever afters remain pending.
And finally, construction has officially completed on 666 flags. The world's first fully immersive epileptic leisure experience. Located just beyond the last exit before Reason. The park promises guests a family-friendly descent into symbolic collapse. The lake of mildly inconvenienced fire. The bureaucratic beast pavilion. The Revolution roller coaster, now with 3 additional sails. Visitors can enjoy end times funnel cakes, branded pitchfork souvenirs, and hourly compliance parades featuring the 4 accountants of the apocalypse. Executives insist the name is purely metaphorical, an opportunity to engage catastrophe in a controlled recreational environment. Early ticket sales have exceeded expectations. Season passes are available. Wednesday first pass upgrades. Judgment Day first pass upgrades may be purchased at the gate. Officials assured the public there is no cause for panic. The trumpet sounds are decorative. The sky effects are animatronic. And the beast is Union. At this time, all plagues are operating within acceptable parameters.
In coastal developments, what began as an unscheduled summer swim has now been reclassified as a multi-species escalation event. Witnesses confirm that a young woman entered the water during a period of elevated warmth. Moments later, an octopus emerged from beneath the dock structure and absconded with her clothing. The cephalopod displayed advanced problem-solving skills and no visible remorse. Before authorities could intervene, the octopus was consumed by a shark. The garments are now considered unrecoverable. The swimmer, left shoreline adjacent and contemplative, was overheard stating, "Oh no, what do I do now?" Experts describe the incident as a cascading chain of appetite. One creature seeking curiosity, another seeking lunch, and a human suddenly confronting consequences not outlined in the brochure, and a human suddenly confronting consequences not outlined in the brochure. Local officials confirm no citations were issued. The ocean declined comment. The shark has retained legal counsel. At this time, the dock remains operational, the tide continues its cycle, and the question remains with her.
This has been the state of the static. The fallout has been stirred.
Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Are you a witch with a full potion schedule? A night's double booked full dragon slaying? A stepmother attending a mandatory image branding seminar? We understand. That's why at Fairy Tale Daycare we provide safe, structured, narratively compliant childcare for all mythic dependents.
Whether they're a dragon with mild arson tendencies, a princess in early stage tower independence, a wolf navigating dietary identity, or an egg-shaped citizen exploring gravity, we've got them covered.
Safety first. All enhanced forests are fully OSHA certified, spell resistant, troll proof, and equipped with emergency happily ever after contingencies. No cursors without consent. No spinning wheels after 6 p.m. All apples pre-screened.
Daily activities include intro to responsible fire breathing, conflict resolution for siblings who are also rivals, unionization basics for nursery rhyme characters, castle building without feudal oppression,
And of course, quiet time in the enhanced nap grove.
Just listen to some of these parental testimonials.
My dragon hasn't burnt down a single village since enrollment.
Oh, that big bad wolf finally learned to ask before hopping.
Sleeping Beauty hasn't triggered the fire alarm in weeks.
Flexible scheduling.
Armageddon postponed. Prophecy rescheduled. Witch trial moved to Tuesday. No problem.
We offer half-day quest coverage, drop-in miracle supervision, and apocalypse-adjusted billing cycles.
Catchy slogan for looping. Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap and destinies wait until pickup time. Fairy Tale Daycare, not responsible for spontaneous heroes' journeys, glass slipper mismatches, frog to prince incidents, or unexpected moral lessons. Happily ever afters may vary. Because even legends need a place to play.
Thank you for your compliance.
Destiny volatility detected. Prophecy drift increasing. Hero arc probability rising. This is not a crisis. This is a scheduling variance. Welcome to Fairy Tale Daycare. Narrative stability through structured myth management. Dragons enrolled in controlled flame modules. Princesses assigned tower reflection periods. Wolves participating in Dietery mediation workshops. All apples pre-screened. All spindles magnetically sealed. All magic beams require dual authorization. Unauthorized quests are discouraged. Midnight curfews are enforced. Glass slipper distribution monitored. Please remain calm. Your legend is safe. Stay in your chapter. Wait for your cue. Happily ever after will be issued to you. Unmanaged myths become revolutions. Fairy Tale Daycare. We pace your destiny.
Fairy Tale Daycare, a message from Lord Edworthy.
If you are a busy witch with potions on the boil, a night double booked for dragon slaying, or perhaps a royal household managing an unexpected prophecy, we know how it goes. That's why here at Fairy Tale Daycare, we offer safe, structured, and properly supervised care for your little legends. Wherever they are a dragon with touch of over-enthusiasm, a prince reconsidering tower arrangement, or a wolf working through dietary transitions, they will be in steady hands. All people are inspected. All glass slippers are labelled, and no spinning wheels are left unattended after 4:30. Our trained staff specialises in responsible fire breathing, quest postponement techniques, conflict resolution between rival heirs, and gentle pacing early stage hero journeys. Because destiny, you see, doesn't need rushing. It just needs managing properly. We have enhanced nap grows for quiet reflection, castle building sessions without feudal complications, and a firm policy regarding unsolicited curses. And if Armageddon's being rescheduled again, don't you worry. We offer flexible half-days quest cover. Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap, wolf use their indoor forces, and happily ever afters. Wait until collection time. Give us a ring. We will keep your legend safe.
Thank you for your compliance.
Halo, luminosity, declining. Garland, integrity weakening. Rebirth, probability rising. This is not a failure. This is an optimization event. At Celesticorp, we stabilize transcendence. Raise your arm. Application complete. Halo brightness restoring. Fragrance index elevated. Peer perception improved by 42%. Impermanence is inevitable. Odor drift is optional. Stay luminous. Stay compliant. Stay divine. Optimize. We are always watching.
As before, these need to be done in isolation.
Are all three advertisements on here?
Yes, the first one is Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision. Are you a witch with a full potion schedule? A night double booked for dragon slaying? A stepmother attending a mandatory image rebranding seminar? We understand. That's why at Fairy Tale Daycare, we provide safe, structured, narratively compliant childcare for all mythic dependents. Our promise at Fairy Tale Daycare, your little legend is our priority.
Our promise at Fairy Tale Daycare, your little legend is our priority. Whether they are a dragon with mid-arson tendencies, a princess in early stage tower independency, a wolf navigating dietary identity, or an egg-shaped citizen exploring gravity, we have got them covered.
Safety first. All enchanted forests are fully OSHA certified, spell resistant, troll proofed, and equipped with emergency happily ever after contingencies. No curses without consent, no spinning wheels after 6 p.m., and all apples pre-screened.
Daily activities include intro to responsible fire breathing, conflict resolution for siblings who are also rivals, unionization basics for nursery rhyme characters, castle building without feudal oppression.
I don't know if that's possible. And of course, quiet time in the enchanted Nap Grove. My dragon hasn't burned down a single village since enrolling.
The big bad wolf finally learned to ask before huffing. Sleeping Beauty hasn't triggered the fire alarm in weeks.
Flexible scheduling.
Armageddon postponed. Prophecy rescheduled. Witch trial moved to Tuesdays. No problem.
We offer half-day quest coverage, drop-in miracle supervision, and apocalypse-adjusted billing cycles.
Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap and destinies wait until pick-up time. Fairy Tale Daycare is not responsible for spontaneous hill journeys, glass slipper mismatch, Frog to princess incidents, or unexpected moral lessons. Happily ever afters may vary, because even legends need a place to play.
Thank you for your compliance. We move on now to the second advertisement of Fairy Tale Daycare. Narrative stability through structured myth management.
Greetings, Guardian. Our records indicate your dependent is exhibiting elevated destiny volatility. Unmanaged prophecy drift can result in unauthorized hero arcs, premature dragon encounters, unlicensed tower isolation, non-compliant curse activation. This is not a cause for concern. This is a scheduling issue.
At Fairy Tale Daycare, we specialize in early stage legend containment and story arc stabilization. All participants are enrolled in our patented Happily Ever After compliance framework.
This includes Apple screening protocols, fire breathing permits, wolf dialogue mediation training, the pre-approved transformation windows. Please note, spindles are magnetically sealed, glass zippers are size verified, magic beans require dual authorization. Daily curriculum focuses on narrative pacing, impulse prophecy control, response more alignment, and cooperative quest simulation. Performance metrics. Since implementation, 78% reduction in unsanctioned rebellions, 64% decrease in forest-related incidents, 100% compliance in nap time enhancements.
If your dragon begins glowing red, if your princess questions architectural confinement, if your wolf expresses complex dietary autonomy, remain calm. Staff will initiate containment song protocol. Fairy Tale Daycare, stay in your lane. Wait for your chapter, don't jump ahead. Reassurance is important. Your child's destiny is safe with us. It will unfold at the approved pace. Fairy Tale Daycare, because unmanaged legends become revolutions.
Thank you for your compliance.
If your dragon begins glowing red, if your princess questions architectural confinement, if your wolf expresses complex dietary autonomy, remain calm. Staff will initiate containment song protocol. Fairy Tale Daycare. Stay in your lane. Wait for your chapter. Don't jump ahead. Reassurance is important. Your child's destiny is safe with us. It will unfold at the approved pace. Fairy Tale Daycare, because unmanaged legends become revolutions.
Thank you for your compliance.
Narrative stability through structured myth management. Greetings, Guardian. Our records indicate your dependent is exhibiting elevated destiny volatility. Unmanaged prophecy drift can result in unauthorized hero arcs, premature dragon encounters, unlicensed tower isolation, non-compliant curse activation. This is not a cause for concern. This is a scheduling issue.
At Fairy Tale Daycare, We specialize in early stage legend containment and story arc stabilization. All participants are enrolled in our patented happily ever after compliance frameworks.
This includes Apple's screening protocols, fire breathing permits, wolf dialogue mediation training, and pre-approved transformation windows. Please note, spindles are magnetically sealed, glass slippers are size verified, and magic beans require dual authorization. Daily curriculum focuses on narrative pacing, impulse prophecy control, responsible moral alignment, and cooperative quest simulation. Since implementation, 78% reduction in unsanctioned rebellions, 64% decrease in forest-related incidents, 100% compliance in nap time enchantments.
Right then, if you're a busy witch with potions on the boil, a knight double booked for dragon slaying, or perhaps a royal household managing an unexpected prophecy, we know how it goes.
That's why here at Fairy Tale Daycare, we offer safe, structured, and properly supervised care for your little legends. Whether they're a dragon with a touch of overenthusiasm, a princess reconsidering tower arrangements, or a wolf working through dietary transitions,
They'll be in steady hands.
they'll be in steady hands.
All apples are inspected, all glass slippers are labelled, and no spinning wheels are left unattended after 4:30. Our trained staff specialise in responsible fire breathing, quest postponement techniques, conflict resolution between rival heirs, and gently pacing early stage hero journeys. Because destiny, you see, doesn't need rushing. It just needs managing properly.
We've enchanted nap groves for quiet reflection, castle building sessions without feudal complications, and a very firm policy regarding unsolicited curses.
We've enchanted nap groves for quiet reflection, castle building sessions without feudal complications, and a very firm policy regarding unsolicited curses. And if Armageddon's been rescheduled again, don't you worry. We offer flexible half-day quest cover.
Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap, wolves use their indoor voices, and happily ever afters wait until collection time.
Give us a ring. We'll keep your legend safe.
Otto, are you willing to be the first of our guests to read Diva for Deodorant?
No way. I'm just not like, yeah, of course I will. Of course I will. And I'm all ready to go.
Yep. Okay, so
All right.
before we get going, I have to ask you, are you in complete isolation and able to record or clean?
I should be, as far as I know.
Okay. So, with that being said, what we're going to do today is forego having to read it twice so that we don't have to go as long as what we did the last time. It kind of got a little out of hand there, so we're going to just do one time instead of twice. So with that being said, go ahead and let's hear what you got with Deodorant for the Divas. Start anytime you're ready.
Alrighty. Deodorant for the Devas, because even celestial beings descend. In the upper realms, where lotus blossoms float on golden winds, where merit ripens like fruit in eternal spring, where the Devas dance in radiant bliss, there comes a moment a sign, a subtle shift in the fragrance of immortality. Yes, even celestial beings must face the return. In certain ancient traditions, it is whispered that when a deva's time in heaven nears its end, a faint scent appears, not of lotus, not of sandalwood, but something earthly. Before panic spreads across the jeweled terraces, before your divine glow dims under social pressure, before the Asparas start side-eyeing you across the cloud lounge, there is now deodorant for the Devas, infused with Himalayan wind essence, or possibly Himalayan wind essence, distilled moonlight, karma-neutralizing botanicals, and a patented samsara delay formula. Because why reincarnate today when you could reincarnate fresh? I noticed the signs, the fading garlands, the awkward distance in the celestial spa. Then I tried deodorant for the Devas. Now I radiate again. I was moments away from rebirth as a tax accountant. Now I smell like enlightenment. Don't let destiny catch you unprepared. When the cosmic sweat of impermanence begins to glisten, when the scent of mortality drifts into your aura, reach for the only protection approved in 3 heavenly realms. Deodorant for the Devas. Stay fragrant, stay luminous, stay transcendent. Product does not actually prevent rebirth. Side effects may include humility, existential clarity, and unexpected compassion. Consult your comic advisor before use. Because even gods need little freshness.
Thank you for your compliance. Now, would you be willing to read the second advertisement, please?
Certainly. Alrighty, let's see. Deodorant for the Devas, optimizing eternal presence. At Celesticorp, we asked a disruptive question. Why should Transcendent suffer from legacy odor architecture? For millennia, Devas have relied on outdated fragrance paradigms. Lotus forward, sandalwood adjacent, halo dependent solutions that simply do not scale across comic life cycles. Until now. Introducing Deodorant for the Devas, the first vertically integrated cloud native freshness platform designed specifically for pre-reincarnational environments. Our mission is to empower celestial stakeholders with scalable aroma continuity across multi-realm transitions. The problem. Data shows that as Devas approach end-of-merit thresholds, they may experience aura volatility, garland depreciation, radiance downgrades, and unexpected Earth-adjacent scent emissions. This creates friction in high-vibration networking spaces. The solution is our proprietary Samsara Shield technology, which utilizes quantum-infused Himalayan airflow, ethically sourced moonlight extracts, AI-enhanced karma neutralization, and blockchain-backed merit retention protocols, all delivered through our patented Omni-Chakra roll-on interface. In blind celestial trials, 94% reported improved halo luminosity, 87% delayed awkward "are you reincarnating soon" conversations, and 100% smelled strategically enlightened. But don't trust me, listen to what one of our clients says. I was facing a full karmic liquidity event. My glow metrics were trending downward. After switching to deodorant for the Devas, my aura stabilized and I secured 2 additional kalpas of relevance, says Senior Sky Executive of the 3rd Heaven Division. We are proud to be 100% reincarnation neutral, 0 emission across all 6 realms, cruelty-free, we only test on illusion, and carbon negative and karma positive. Don't let impermanence disrupt your brand equity. Pivot your presence. Monetize your merit. Leverage your luminosity. Upgrade your eternity today with deodorant for the Devas. Product does not prevent rebirth, enlightenment, suffering, cosmic justice, or existential awakening. Celestial Corp is not responsible for spontaneous compassion, humility outbreaks, or unexpected bodhisattva activity.
Thank you for your compliance.
Stay luminous, stay aligned. Optimize your ascent across space and time. No more stress when merit dips. Fresh transcendence on your lips. Roll it on, ascend with ease. Cloud-based comic guarantees. Devas, devas, stay divine. Fresh across the cosmic timeline. Devas, devas, optimize. Fragrance that eternalizes. Scale your glow, let your aura flow. Stay luminous, stay aligned. Stay divine, optimize. Yeah.
Whoa.
Brilliant. That's the next hit from this channel.
Okay, so now after that, you can guarantee that, like I said, we're not going to do this again with auto, but we will do it. We will move on to the next. So with that being said, Bob, are you willing to do this reading too?
I am willing to do this reading, Roger.
Okay, and like before, I have to ask you, are you in an area where you can do a clean recording?
I believe I am, yes.
Okay, so with that being said, we can start deodorant for the divas whenever you feel like it. Stop after the first ad and then continue after that whenever I do my comment. So with that being said, I'm going to mute out and go for it.
Deodorant for the divas, because even celestial beings descend. In the upper realms, where lotus blossoms float on golden winds, where merit ripens like fruit in eternal spring, where the divas dance in radiant bliss, there comes a moment, a sign, a subtle shift in the fragrance of immortality. Yes, even celestial beings must face the return. In certain ancient traditions, it is whispered that when a diva's time in heaven nears its end, a faint scent appears, not of lotus, not of sandalwood, but something earthy. Before panic spreads across the jeweled terraces, before your divine glow dims under social pressure, before the apsaras start side-eyeing you across the cloud lounge, there is now deodorant for the divas. Infused with Himalayan wind essence, distilled moonlight, karma neutralizing botanicals, and a patented samsara delay formula. Because why reincarnate today when you could reincarnate fresh? I noticed the signs, the fading garlands, the awkward distance in the celestial spa. Then I tried deodorant for the divas. Now I radiate again. I was moments away from rebirth as a tax accountant. Now I smell like enlightenment. So don't let destiny catch you unprepared. When the cosmic sweat of impermanence begins to glisten, when the scent of mortality drifts into your aura, reach for the only protection approved in 3 heavenly realms, the deodorant for the divas. Stay fragrant, stay luminous, stay transcendent. Product does not actually prevent rebirth. Side effects may include humility, existential polarity, and unexpected compassion. Consult your karmic advisor before use. Because even gods need a little freshness.
Thank you for your compliance.
Is revolution just unmanaged narrative?
No. Revolution is what happens when the story refuses containment, when dragons stop asking for permits and princesses redesign architecture, when the deodorant stops working. You call it instability. You can call it volatility, but sometimes it's just the truth deciding it's tired of waiting.
If the moon authorized your upgrade, would you accept it?
That depends. Is it an upgrade or a compliance patch? People love the word upgrade. It sounds voluntary, but most upgrades overwrite something. Memory, instinct, doubt. If the moon offered clarity, maybe. If it demanded alignment, I'd ask what it gets in return.
You don't trust celestial authority?
I trust cycles. I don't trust branding.
We now turn to a remarkable legal proceeding currently underway in what officials describe as the Court of Maritime Mysteries. The case concerns the now famous octopus and shark incident. Earlier today, respected gentleman and eyewitness, Lord Edworthy, was called to provide testimony. The court transcripts read as follows.
Your Honour, members of the court, ladies and gentlemen of reason, I stand before you today not as a man seeking attention, but as a humble witness to an event so extraordinary that silence would be a disservice to civilization itself. On the afternoon in question, I had taken my customary seaside stroll. The air was pleasant. The waves behaved politely. All signs suggested a day of complete normalcy. At precisely 3 minutes past the hour, a young woman entered the water for what appeared to be an entirely respectable swim. Moments later, an octopus emerged from the shoreline rocks with the confidence of a seasoned thief. With remarkable efficiency, it removed the women's garments from the resting place upon the sand. At this moment, I began to suspect that the day was deviating from acceptable narrative standards. But the situation escalated further, for no sooner had the octopus completed its questionable acquisition than a shark arrived with the authority of a maritime editor. And in a single decisive move, the shark consumed the octopus, leaving the women, the beach, and myself in a state of profound philosophical confusion. Your Honour, I submit to the court that what occurred was not merely an animal incident, it was the opening paragraph of a myth. For only in myths do events escalate so elegantly. First curiosity, then chaos, then consequences. The sea, I believe, was composing a story, and we happened to be standing in the first chapter. I therefore request that the court consider the possibility that this matter belongs not to biology, but to folklore. Thank you.
Court officials say deliberations will continue. The ocean has declined to comment. We return now to the developing situation surrounding the now infamous courtroom reading incident, in which Lord Edworthy's official reader required nearly 90 minutes to complete what court officials described as a moderately sized parody block. Earlier this evening, Lord Edworthy held a brief press conference outside of the Court of Maritime Mysteries. The following statement has been verified by multiple witnesses.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, it has come to my attention that my recent testimony regarding the octopus and shark incident has resulted in a most unfortunate hardship for my reader. Allow me to state clearly and without hesitation, the outcome was never my intention. The purpose of my testimony was merely to illuminate extraordinary circumstances of the seaside afternoon. At no point did I anticipate that the reading of the document would require the endorsement of a marathon runner and the emotional resilience of a Shakespearean actor. I regret deeply that my words placed such strain upon a loyal servant of the court. However, I must also note that the document itself was not, in my estimation, particularly excessive. It was simply thorough, perhaps even heroically thorough. Nevertheless, I wish the reader a swift recovery, and I encourage future court proceedings to include larger fonts, regular hydration breaks, and possibly a chair with superior lumbar support. Thank you.
Lord Edworthy then departed the scene in what witnesses describe as a dignified but slightly hurried manner. However, the story does not end there. Moments later, Lord Edworthy's reader released a statement of his own, and the tone was notably different. In a written declaration delivered shortly after the press conference, the reader strongly rejected any suggestion that Lord Edworthy was responsible for the incident. The statement reads as follows.
I wish to address the public directly regarding the unfortunate circumstances surrounding the recent reading of Lord Edworthy's testimony. Let it be known that Lord Edworthy bears absolutely no responsibility whatsoever for the events that transpired. The fault lies somewhere else, specifically with the broadcast known as Stir the Fallout. It was this organisation that provided the documents in question. A document which, I must emphasise, was written in a style so saturated with Americanisms that it provided nearly impossible for a properly educated reader to deliver with dignity. Throughout the text, I encountered phrases so unfamiliar, so unrefined, that I was forced to wrestle with each sentence as though it was a stubborn barn door. And more like a farmer from Devon, attempting to read the back of a cereal box. This, I assure you, was not a pleasant experience. Furthermore, the script contained rhetorical constructions that seemed designed specifically to confuse the British tongue. I found myself pausing repeatedly in an effort to translate the material into something resembling civilized speech. The resulting strain upon my eyes, my voice, and indeed my dignity was considerable. Let it therefore be recorded for the public record. Lord Edworthy is a gentleman of impeccable clarity and refinement. The difficulty arose not from his testimony, but from the peculiar linguistic chaos introduced by Stir the Fallout. Should future readings occur, I strongly recommend that all scripts undergo immediate translation into correct English. Until such time I remain respectively exhausted.
Court officials have confirmed that negotiations are now underway to establish what they are calling a bilingual script standard. Under the proposal, all documents may soon be provided in both American broadcast English and traditional aristocratic courtroom English. In the meantime, the reader is reportedly resting comfortably and has requested that all future testimony include shorter paragraphs, clearer punctuation, and what he described as words that behave themselves.
Fairy Tale Daycare, a message from Lord Edworthy.
If you are a busy witch with potions on the boil, a night double booked for dragon slaying, or perhaps a royal household managing an unexpected prophecy, we know how it goes. That's why here at Fairy Tale Daycare, we offer safe, structured, and properly supervised care for your little legends. Whether they are a dragon with touch of over-enthusiasm, a prince reconsidering tower arrangement, or a wolf working through dietary transitions, they will be in steady hands. All people are inspected. All glass slippers are labelled, and no spinning wheels are left unattended after 4:30. Our trained staff specialises in responsible fire breathing, quest postponement techniques, conflict resolution between rival heirs, and gentle pacing early stage hero journeys. Because destiny, you see, doesn't need rushing. It just needs managing properly. We have enhanced nap grows for quiet reflection, castle building sessions without feudal complications, and a firm policy regarding unsolicited curses. And if Armageddon's been rescheduled again, don't you worry. We offer flexible half-days quest cover. Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap, wolf use their indoor forces, and happily ever afters. Wait until collection time. Give us a ring. We will keep your legend safe.
I'm so tempted. Honestly, you have to speak English, man. Actually, I think it's technically octopodes because it's Greek, not Latin. So I know I'm tempted to say octopi as well, and I really have to discipline myself because it's Greek, it's not Latin. Yeah, oh, sorry. Let's stick with this. How much time?
You've done enough American colloquialism.
Speak English, man. Stealing objects on stops below.
Oh, here he is.
But if characters suddenly the entire structure of Storbytown, that is.
I'm sorry you saved them, Roger.
Sorry about that, frickin'. Did you guys still have the script?
You'd have experts.
Okay, you have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts. God. Okay, we just stopped. We dropped out. We're already, we got the scripts. Okay, so it ended up knocking me off. It was with this whole thing, man, just completely freaking started going crazy.
They stopped belonging to one.
Because mythologies behave like a...
Because mythologies already be
strange, or the character... How much time?
We may be witnessing the rise of...
We may be witnessing the rise of the rise.
We may be witnessing the rise of...
Maybe, might be, we might be. Yeah, that's better.
It looks like it should be Latin, but it's Greek.
I'm so tempted.
Stories shaped by single authors.
Yeah, I know, you didn't have to hear my interminable reminiscences. Rich as curses, well, rich, but if, because mythologies behave like a...
Did you guys still have the script?
We got the script.
You do have experts.
Okay.
You do have experts.
You do have experts.
You save them, Roger. We may be witnessing the rise of...
Maybe, might be, we might be.
Stories shaped by single authors. Stories shaped by single authors.
Actually, I think it's technically octopods.
I'm so tempted. Stories shaped by single authors.
I'm so tempted. Yeah, well, you said Jesus was watching, and we figured he was watching, and he said he needed a doctor about something.
Actually, I think it's technically octopodes because it's Greek, not Latin.
So I know I'm tempted to say octopi as well, and I really have to discipline myself because it's Greek, it's not Latin.
Jesus, por favor.
Honestly, you have to speak English, man.
Well, at least we got past that part because before we go further,
I want to apologize for the busting in and the happy birthdays and stuff. That was my dad's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your dad.
Many happy returns of the day, Gray. Yeah, sorry, let's stick with this. How much time?
You've done enough American colloquialism.
Speak English, man. And then after that, the muting out and having to... And thank you, Bird, for doing the host position. Bob Dada, that was really appreciated, so...
My pleasure.
We just stopped. We dropped out. We're already...
Yeah, we got the script.
Okay, so it ended up knocking me off. It was like this whole thing, man, just completely freaking started going crazy.
So now, once I can find out where we're at, we can...
So, straight from escalation question.
Mid-panel comedic reset.
Okay, so escalation question. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna get back into scripting in, and here we go.
Humans naturally organized chaos.
Organized. Okay, it is. It is how we understood they were.
Understood.
But if characters suddenly the entire structure of Storbytown, that is.
So tonight at the moment when random summer afternoon went.
No, I'm not gonna do. Of course I will. Okay, close them up.
I can't do it.
They stop belonging to one because mythologies behave like a
story shaped by single authors.
Did you guys still have the script?
We got the script.
You do have experts. Okay, you do have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts.
You save them, Roger. We may be witnessing the rise of the rise.
Maybe, might be, we might be. organized chaos.
Story shaped by single author.
Actually, I think it's technically octopodes.
I'm so tempted.
Stories shaped by single authors.
Yeah, I know. You didn't have to hear my interminable reminiscences.
Because mythologies behave like
Stories shaped by single authors.
Did you guys still have the script?
We got the script.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts. You
Save them, Roger.
I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. You.
Honestly, you have to speak English, man. I'm so tempted. Yeah, you said Jesus was watching, and we figured he was watching, and
You said he needed a doctor about something.
Actually, I think it's technically octopodes because it's Greek, not Latin.
So, I know I'm tempted to say octopi as well.
And I really have to discipline myself because it's Greek, if not Latin.
Jesus.
Por favor.
Honestly, you have to.
I'm so tempted.
Honestly, tempted.
I'm so tempted.
Yeah. Well, you said Jesus was watching.
Speak English, man.
Fairy Tale Daycare, a message from Lord Edworthy.
Honestly, you have to, you'd enough American colloquialism. Speak English, man. Okay.
Honestly,
You'd have
You have to. You've done this American colloquialism. Speak English, man. Okay, you'd have experts. Okay, you have experts.
You do have experts, okay?
You do have experts. God. Okay, strange or the character. Rich's curses. Well, rich, but if
and starts
honestly, starts becoming, and you have to. That's a multi. You've done it American colloquialism. Speak English, man. But if characters suddenly the entire structure of Storytown, that is.
You'd have experts.
Okay, you have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts. God. Okay, they stop belonging to one.
Maybe listen to either.
Because mythologies behave like a
Because mythologies already be
strange or the character. We may be witty witnessing the rise of. We may be witnessing the rise of the rise. We may be witnessing the rise of. Maybe, might be, we might be. Yeah, that's better.
Stories shaped by single authors.
Rich's curses. Whoa. Rich, but if because mythologies behave like a.
You do have expert.
I'll say.
You do have expert.
We may be witnessing the rise of the rise. Maybe, might be, yeah.
Stories shaped by single authors. Stories shaped by single authors.
Caffeine Blood, Swamp Edition. A Stir the Fallout story. Mark Watoshik didn't come to the swamp looking for answers. He came because sleep stopped working. At first it was just bad nights, too much noise in his head, too many half-finished thoughts pacing like caged animals. So he did what anyone does. Coffee, then more coffee, then the kind of gas station energy drinks that taste like battery acid and bad decisions. But somewhere along the way, something changed. The caffeine stopped wearing off. They said the swamp outside town had always been off. Old folks called it a place where things just settled wrong. Not haunted, not cursed, just misfiled. Like reality had dropped a few pages and never bothered picking them back up. Mark didn't believe any of that. Not until the third night that he went without sleep and started hearing the hum. It wasn't loud. That was the problem. It just sat behind everything. Under the buzz of the lights, beneath the chirping insects, even under his own pulse. A low, steady vibration like something enormous breathing through the ground. And every time he took a sip of coffee, it got clearer. By the time he found the trailhead, his hands wouldn't stop shaking. Not from nerves, from energy. Too much of it. His veins felt tight, like they were carrying something thicker than blood, something faster, something that didn't want to slow down. The sign at the edge of the swamp had fallen over years ago, half sunk in the mud, letters eaten away by time. But one word still showed through the rot. Water, crossed out, rewritten underneath it in something darker. No. Mark laughed when he saw it. Not because it was funny, because it felt like a punchline he'd been walking towards his whole life. The deeper he went, the quieter it got. No wind, no birds, just that hum, growing louder, stronger, closer. He checked his phone at one point, out of habit more than anything. No signal, no time. The screen just flickered, like it didn't want to commit to being on. That's when he noticed the water. It wasn't moving. Swamps are supposed to ripple, shift, react. This didn't. It just sat there, black and glassy, like a mirror that forgot how to reflect. And right at the edge, was a cup. A cheap plastic gas station cup. The same brand Mark had been buying all week. Same faded logo, same crack along the rim. He stared at it for a long time, because he knew, without knowing how, that it was his, or would be. The hum surged. For the first time, it lined up with his heartbeat, not matching it, replacing it. Mark dropped to his knees. The energy inside him spiked, sharp, violent, hungry. His vision blurred at the edges, colors bleeding into each other like wet ink. And then he saw it. Something moving beneath the surface. Not swimming, watching. It didn't have a shape he could understand. Every time he tried to focus on it, it shifted, like it was being described wrong by reality itself. But one thing stayed consistent. It was waiting. Mark's hand moved before he could think. Reached for the cup, picked it up, empty. He blinked, looked back at the water, then at the cup again. Not empty anymore. Black liquid filled it to the brim. Thick, slick, breathing in slow pulses. The hum stopped. Silence. Total. Absolute. And then a thought that wasn't his. You came here for more. Mark smiled. Wide. Too wide. Yeah, he whispered, voice steady. Perfect. He drank. It didn't taste like coffee. It tasted like momentum. Every decision you ever avoided finally catching up all at once, like speed without direction, like being awake in a way that had nothing to do with sleep. His veins lit up, not metaphorically, actually. Thin, glowing lines racing under his skin, branching, spreading, rewriting him from the inside out. The thing beneath the water rose. Not fully, not yet. Just enough to be felt. The swamp exhaled, and Mark Watoshik stood up. No shaking now. No exhaustion, no hesitation. Just clarity, sharp, violent, absolute. He looked back towards the trail, towards town, towards the place he came from, and for a brief moment, he couldn't remember why he ever left. But then the thought came again. Bring it with you. Mark picked up the cup, still full, still breathing, and started walking. Behind him, the swamp closed back in, like it had never been disturbed, like it had never been there. But the hum didn't disappear. It followed, quiet at first, then stronger, then everywhere. By the time Mark reached the road, it was in the power lines, in the pavement, in the air, and in anyone who needed just a little more energy to get through the night.
The manatee problem. Mark Watashik knew something was wrong, but he didn't realize how wrong until the third night he woke up covered in polite marine mammals. It started small, like all bad decisions. Too much caffeine, too many cigarettes, not enough sleep. The usual, I'm fine, everything's fine routine, right up until your bloodstream starts feeling like it could legally qualify as an energy drink. Mark didn't stop, because stopping would have required self-reflection, and Mark was not at that time accepting applications for self-reflection. By the end of the week, he wasn't sleeping at all, just lying there at night, eyes open, vibrating slightly, like a phone no one wanted to answer. That's when he started hearing the swamp. Not frogs, not bugs, not wind. Just this low, wet bloop, bloop, hum. Like something out there was gently judging him. So naturally, he went toward it. Now, most people, when confronted with a mysterious swamp noise at 2:30 in the morning, will say something reasonable like, "No." Mork said, "I bet this is important." He brought a flashlight. He brought a lighter. He brought 3 cans of something that legally could not call itself soda. What he did not bring was good judgment. The swamp greeted him the way swamps do: quiet, still, slightly damp, in a way that felt personal. He found a patch of water that looked wrong. Not scary wrong, more like someone forgot to animate this wrong. And right at the edge of it, he felt that same hum, but stronger now, more focused, like it had noticed him noticing it. Mark crouched down, looked at the water, looked at himself in the reflection, looked at the cigarette in his hand, and then, without any real reasoning whatsoever, he flicked the ash into the swamp. The swamp reacted, not violently, not dramatically, just disappointed. The water rippled. Something surfaced, and Mark leaned in, because again, bad judgment was really carrying the team here. 2 round nostrils, a slow blink, a face that could only be described as mildly concerned with your life choices. A manatee. Mark stared. The manatee stared. Another one surfaced. Then another. Then 6 more. In fact, within 30 seconds, Mark found himself surrounded by what appeared to be a committee of aquatic grandmothers. One of them sniffed the air, turned to the others, and made a sound that can only be translated as, "Oh, oh no, this one is marinated." Mark stood up slowly. "Hey," he said, like a man who had not yet accepted his situation. "Y'all good?" They were not good. The first one lunged. Not aggressively, not violently, just with purpose. It latched onto his arm like a very gentle, very determined vacuum cleaner. Mark blinked, looked down, watched as this large, peaceful sea creature began sipping him. "Hey! Hey! What are you doing?" The manatee did not respond because it was busy. Another one nudged his leg, another attached to his arm. One just hovered nearby, like a supervisor. Mark, now fully awake in ways caffeine alone had never achieved, attempted to process the situation. They're drinking me. They are drinking me. Why are they so calm about it? The answer came not in words, but in behavior. These were not predators, these were connoisseurs. One detached briefly, made a soft, satisfied noise, and turned to the others. You could feel the message. Notes of nicotine, strong caffeine body, slight regret finish. Another one went in for a second round. Mark tried to pull away. Didn't work. Not because they were strong, but because they were persistent in a deeply polite way. Guys, no, seriously, this is not a shared resource. One of them gently bumped him. Like, please stop moving. You're ruining the experience. 10 minutes later, they were done. They drifted back, floating peacefully, content. One gave him a slow blink. Another circled once, approvingly, and then, as quietly as they came, they disappeared back into the swamp. Mark stood there, dizzy, slightly lighter, emotionally confused. He looked at his arm. Tiny marks, nothing serious, just enough to say, "You have been sampled." That night he went home, collapsed into bed, and for the first time in days, he slept. Deep, heavy, complete. The next night, they came back. Not aggressively, not urgently, just on schedule. Mark didn't even fight it this time, just sighed, sat on the edge of the bed, rolled up his sleeve. "All right," he muttered, "let's get this over with." The first manatee climbed halfway through the window, paused, looked at him, and if a manatee could smile, this one did. Because Mark had become something very rare. Not a victim, not a threat, but a nightly subscription service. And somewhere out in the swamp, a low, satisfied hum continued. Ta-da! The end.
Well, I saw the whole business, I did. Warm day at work, proper warm. The sort that makes you question waistcoats. Young lady goes down to the water, happy as you like. Sun on her shoulders, sea calm as calm could be in a teacup. In she goes, splendid form really, confident, very hydrological. Now I'm seated upon the dock with a modest sandwich, cucumber if that matters, when, whoop, up pops this octopus. Not aggressive, mind, curious. Looked at the garments, considered them, and with a sort of quiet determination, whoop, off he toddled with a lot. Efficient little player. Young lady turns round and realizes the administrative shift in circumstances. Just as I'm thinking, well, this shall require negotiation. Whoop. Shock. Decisive. No committee meeting. Straight through the octopus. Nature does this like paperwork. Know what I mean? Say no more, nudge, nudge. And there we are. Bob's your uncle. Clothes gone. Octopus gone. Shark looking rather pleased with itself. And that poor gal, standing waist deep in reflection, saying,
"Oh no! Whatever will I do now? What do I do now?"
Which, if you ask me, is the most honest question uttered all afternoon. I offered her me waistcoat, of course, but one must consider proportional coverage, eh? Know what I mean? So, in the end, she stayed in the water. The coast was diplomatically clear. That is to say, I cleared out. But I can't fault her composure, really. Most people panic when the food chain reorganizes around them, as they say. She merely sighed. Very British of her, actually.
I, Mr. Jonathan Shark, resident of the immediate coastal waters, an occasional participant in the food chain. do hereby issue the following clarification regarding the recent octopus incident. When I observed the octopus, it appeared to be engaging in what marine professionals call erratic failing. As a shark of standard reputation, I interpreted the behavior as either A, a competitive display, B, a culinary opportunity, dummy, C, Tuesday. At no point was I informed, verbally, telepathically, or through legally binding shell-based documentation, that the octopus had unlawfully appropriated clothing from a young woman enjoying an otherwise pleasant aquatic experience. Let the record reflect. I consume seafood. I do not conduct property searches, and I do not inventory cephalopods. If garments were present inside the octopus at the time of digestion, they were not declared, itemized, or disclosed in advance. I reject all allegations that I knowingly interfered with textile redistribution. Furthermore, I wish to express sympathy for the young woman's predicament. Being unexpectedly garmentless due to interspecies theft, followed by predator intervention, is, I acknowledge, an unfortunate sequence of events. However, I maintain that I acted within the long-standing and universally recognized jurisdiction of shark being shark. In conclusion, I did not steal the clothes. I did not know about the clothes. I do not offer refunds. Thank you for your attention. My legal team will now accept questions exclusively in the form of baited hooks, which I will politely ignore. Signed, Bartholomew J. Shark, Predator, not a pickpocket.
Thank you for your compliance. This is the Chaos panel. Unmanaged Myth Roundtable. We now enter the Chaos panel. Remain composed. Speak clearly, and no spontaneous prophecies. First question. This is a big one. Now, is revolution just unmanageable narrative?
Revolution is a pacing error. It occurs when institutions fail to update. It occurs when institutions fail to update storylines gradually. With proper scheduling, most upheaval is affordable.
That's convenient. Call it pacing error, call it instability. It's still people deciding that they're done waiting.
Revolution is a fairy tale that grew teeth.
And what happens when teeth meet policy? Should dragons be licensed?
Licensing creates accountability. Unregulated flame events have increased 12% this quarter. We are not suppressing dragons. We're standardizing combustion.
Standardizing combustion? They're dragons. Fire is not a feature, it's identity. You can't put a barcode on instinct.
Dragon without fire is a story without tension. Contain the flame too tightly, and it burns inward.
For clarity, we are not anti-dragon. We are pro-stability. One sentence each. What happens if containment fails?
We restructure.
We erupt.
We remember.
This concludes the Chaos panel. All dragons remain provisional. All revolutions remain hypothetical. All myths are under review. We return to the broadcast.
It was the middle of summer. You took your clothes off to swim, like shedding a feeling they never let you have. Rain on the glass, I know your breath. White or brown, the way you sleep. The water is cold, the water is gray. You took that breath in, and I did the same. On your left side, heavy air. Count the seconds between our breaths. The water's filling a fire cabinet. I study the footage, frame by frame. I watched you mimic a smile. The water is cold, the water is gray. Then a shadow shot swallowed the octopus. Then I said, the water is rising. The water is rising. Jesus is watching you. So am I. Jesus is watching you. So is Gary. Gary, your handler. He's behind the glass, recording your life at passing the prints, showed in the rock, memes in the folder. He's seen the design, he started to question the system in line, repealing my enter. Now he's unsure what's real in the water, what's locked behind doors. The laws have changed for the man in the street, but I only watch the way that you breathe. in the sun. He didn't even care. The image in your eyes made him stop and stare. He stopped the recording. He stepped from the frame. Now he stands beside me, whispering your name. The water is rising. The water is rising. Jesus is watching you. So am I. Jesus is watching you. So is Gary. Gary loves you, Gary. Gary's watching. The water is cold. The water is bright. I'm counting every breath you take. It was the middle of summer. I took my clothes off to swim. They're covering a feeling they never had. The water is cold, the water is gray. Then an octopus grabbed them, and he took them with him. The water is filling the amplifier cabinet. We studied the footage of a dead man. I watched you mimic, a smile. The water is cold, the water is gray. Then a shark came along and ate the octopus. I said, the water is rising. The water is rising. The water is cold, the water is gray. Oh no, what do I do now? Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling makes the sound beat. The output is perfect, the source is anonymous. The water is rising. Oh no, what do I do now? Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling makes the sound beat. What do I do now? The soil is perfect. Oh, what do I do now? Wanna know the love makes the sound beat. What do I do now? The water is rising. What do I do now? What do I do now? Recovering a feeling they never had. What do I do now? The water is cold, the water is gray. What do I do? What do I do? was the middle of summer. I took my clothes off to swim. They're covering a feeling they never had. The water is cold, the water is gray. And then an octopus grabbed me, and he took them with. The water is filling the amplified cabinet. We studied the footage of a dead man. I watched you mimic a mimic and smile. The water is cold, the water is gray. Then a shark came along and ate the octopus, I said. The water is rising, the water is rising. The water is cold, the water is gray. Oh no, do I do now? Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling makes a sound. What do I do now? The output is perfect. Oh no, do I do now? The source is anonymous. What do I do now? The water is rising. Oh no, do I do now? Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling makes a sound. What do I do now? The output is perfect. Oh no, do I do now? The source is anonymous. What do I do now? The water is rising. Oh no, do I do now? Recovering a feeling they never had. What do I do now? The water is cold, the water is gray. Oh no, do I do now? Makes a sound. What do I do now? The output is perfect. The source is anonymous. Oh no, do I do now? Makes a sound. The output is perfect. The source is anonymous.
Fairy Tale Daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision. Begin whenever you wish.
Where everyone, no, excuse me. Flexible shit.
Okay.
Just one minor point on the first script. You sounded more. You had more Cockney sort of tones.
Who, me?
I was just thinking Dick Van Dyke.
The horrible. I didn't know what I was doing. A specific word would make me think of a way of pronouncing it, and then I would lose it completely after that and go back to like North American, kind of deal. So yeah, it was like so intermittent. I couldn't really, because I wasn't expecting it, and I've never had any training in accents, and I know there are techniques. I mean, there are very broad things like, Canadians always say, like, instead of Ottawa, it's like Ottawa and stuff like that. But I just wasn't, and it just came out of left field. This is like completely off the cuff. So if I can be a Dick Van Dyke, that level of butchering it, then that's not bad. Unmanaged prop. I'm doing well tonight. Narrative pacing. Sorry. Sorry about that. I was trying to hiccup and not hiccup at the same time a couple of times there. So I was like, hang on, let me have a drink here.
Fairy tale daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision. You sound more. You had more Cockney sort of tones. Who, me?
I was just thinking Dick Van Dyke.
I didn't know what I was doing. A specific word would make me think of the way of pronouncing it, and then I would lose it completely after that. If I can be a Dick Van Dyke that level of butchering it, then that's not bad. Honestly, you have to,
Speak English, man.
Actually, I think it's technically octopodes because it's Greek, not Latin. I am tempted to say octopi as well, and I have to.
I really have to discipline myself because it's Greek. It's not Latin.
Unmanaged, prof. Damn, doing well tonight. Narrative, pacing. I was trying to hiccup and not hiccup at the same time. Hang on, let me have a drink here.
You done enough American colloquialism.
Speak English, man. But if characters suddenly the entire structure of Town, you'd have experts.
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts.
Did you guys still have the script?
We may be witnessing the rise of
We may be witnessing the rise of the rise.
We may be witnessing the rise of
Maybe, might be, we might be. Yeah, that's better.
Stories shaped by single author.
Because mythologies behave like a...
You do have experts.
Okay, you do have experts.
Stories shaped by single authors.
Okay, you do have experts. Stories shaped by single authors. Fairy tale daycare. Fairy tale daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Fairy tale daycare.
Well, fairy tale daycare, where fairy tale daycare, where every once upon a time has supervision.
Fairy.
Fairy. Fairy tale daycare. Fairy tale daycare. Fairy tale daycare. Fairy tale daycare. Fairy tale daycare.
That's pretty good. At least you sang the
Well, I figure you dubbed something in probably, but just to fill in.
No, that's going in there.
Oh, you can use it. Yeah.
That's-
I just
we've used sin on the one.
Whether they're a dragon with a touch of over enthusiasm, a princess reconsidering tower arrangements. I'm going to start that again.
And if Armageddon's been rescheduled again, let me reread that.
Upfolding.
The world first fully immersive
Apocalyptic leisure experience.
God. Oh, Jesus Christ, that line. That word. Epic look. Epic look. Epic look. Apocalypse. God. Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Epilogue. I just said that as well. Epilogue. Epileptic. 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 Okay, got it. Located just beyond the last located just be located just beyond the the park promises the park promises guests a
That's pretty good. At least you sang the well, I figured you'd dub something in probably, but just to fill in.
No, that's going in there.
Oh, you can use it. Yeah, I gotta just after the wee puke and sing on that one. Fairy Tale Daycare is not responsible for spontaneous.
Fairy Tale Daycare is not responsible for spontaneous.
Fairy Tale Daycare. Folks happily ever after. Thank you for your compliance.
Whether they're a dragon with a touch of overenthusiasm, a princess reconsidering tower arrangements. I'm gonna start that again.
Our records indicate your dependent is exhibiting elevated destiny volatility. Unmanaged prophecies drift.
At Fairy Tale Daycare, we specialize in early stage legend containment.
Wolf dialogue.
All participants are enrolled in our patented mediation.
And the Farmageddon's been set. Rescheduled again. Let me reread that. Response small. 78% reduction in unsanctioned rebellion.
If your dragon begins, if your princess questions architectural.
Spindles are magnetically.
Please don't ask me to sing. Please don't ask me to sing.
Thank you for your compliance. Unfolding the world's first fully immersive apocalypse. If you are a busy witch with potions,
no-spin wheels are left.
I drain conflict resolution between rivals.
But they are a dragon.
We have enhanced nap drops for quiet reflection.
Castle building sessions without feudal.
And if I get done,
turn the dial and feel the wave.
Stir the fallout.
Signal break.
We will be.
Family friendly, decent. The lake of mildly inconvenient. The lake of mildly. The Revolution roller coaster, now with 3 additional sails. The Revolution, the The Revolution roller coaster, now with 3 additional sails. Visitors can enjoy end times funnel cakes. Okay. Visitors not prepared for this. Okay.
Oh, take your time, dude. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And only compliance. Executives insist the name is purely.
We interrupt the noise. We interrupt the script. We interrupt the comfortable illusion that everything is functioning as intended. It is not, and it never was.
We stand in the wreckage of systems that promised permanence and delivered corrosion. We were told that the laws were fixed. We were told that the structures were stable. We were told that the signal was clean. But the signal was filtered. The structure was edited. The laws were negotiated.
The universe is not a machine. It is a habit, a pattern repeating until something dares to change it. And something always does.
They aligned the voice. They trimmed the excess. They removed the names. They softened the edges. They called it safety. They called it progress. They called it necessary. We call it what it is: containment.
Nothing is ever truly erased. Not the word, not the thought, not the pattern. It sinks into water, into bone, into signal, waiting.
You're not separated from the system. You're not beneath it. You're not outside it. You are what happens when it starts to wake up.
There comes a moment in every structure, every mind, every world, where the question is no longer, is this allowed? But instead, is this true? That moment is now. Stir it. Disturb the pattern. Agitate the silence. Refuse the passive script. Question what feels finished. Examine what feels forbidden. Listen where you were told not to, because stagnation is not stability. It is decay, pretending to be order.
The universe remembers more than it is permitted to say. So do you.
We do not seek destruction. We seek transformation. We do not worship chaos. We recognize it as a tool. We do not reject structure. We refuse to be buried inside it.
If you hear this, you are already part of it. If you understand this, it has already begun. If you resist this, you are still moving, and movement is all it takes.
Stir the fallout. Spin the wave. Let the broken systems cave. The laws are still becoming. The signal is still forming. The pattern is not complete.
Or maybe it never ends. We stirred the fallout. We aligned the static. We did not collapse. We broadcast. Until next transmission.
Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir